Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shanika. If you are already a subscriber or a supporter of my channel, thank you for returning and doing another yoga practice with me today. If you are new, if this is your first practice with me, welcome, and I do hope you enjoy today's practice. As always, remembering to hit like and subscribe so that you are notified each and every time I upload a video, and of course leaving a comment after you do this class so that I know how the class went for you, what came up for you, and of course it really just gives me an opportunity to speak with you and really engage in that way. So getting into today's class, we are going to be doing a yin yoga sequence for our menstrual flow, menstrual cycle. And the biggest takeaway that I want you to take from this class is to really listen to your body, listen to that inner voice, that inner wisdom. And what I mean when I say that is to really listen to your body and your mind so that you're moving in a way that functions best for you. So maybe you still want to move your body, but maybe you're going to decrease the intensity a little bit. So this class would be perfect for that. So in traditional Chinese medicine, Chinese medicine, the heart of Chinese medicine is energy flow, but it is also blood flow. So our livers are responsible for storing blood and energy, but it's also responsible for that distribution of blood throughout the body. And so in traditional Chinese medicine, your menstrual cycle is associated with the liver, the kidney, and the spleen. And that's what we are going to be focusing on in our poses for today's class, are all of those meridian lines to really help soothe, support, and relax us. For this practice, you are going to need one pillow and a bolster. So go ahead and grab your pillow and we will begin in a child's pose. So bringing your big toes to touch and your knees as wide as your mat. You have the option to draw the pillow in towards your groin and drape your belly over this way, but what I prefer to do is actually place the pillow, bring my knees a little bit closer together, and bring the pillow in between the crevice of my hips and drape my belly over this way. It just feels more comfortable to me. And then I extend my arms out forward, and you can bring your chin to the pillow or your cheek or your forehead. Nice deep breaths. Taking nice deep breaths to the back of the rib cage. last few breaths here. Nice deep breaths. Let's take our last two breaths. Nice big inhale. Go all the way up. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And gently exhale. Opening the eyes, lift the gaze, and walk yourself all the way back up. You can keep the eyes closed. Just find a moment here. Opening the eyes. And from here, we'll be making our way into a standing forward fold. So you want to keep the idea of drawing the pillow in between the creases of your hips. So coming to stand, you want to place the pillow in the crease of your hip. So holding it here, inhale, find a long spine, and exhale, you're looking to squish the pillow with your belly on top of your thighs. Let the arms go. Feet are about hips width distance, and let the head hang heavy. So for some of us, all of our menstrual cycles are different and vary from person to person. But sometimes some of us experience low back pain. Some of us experience discomfort in the legs and in the bum. So this is a nice pose to target all of those areas in a nice soothing, supported way. Really allowing the head to be heavy. You can nod your head yes and no. Not as you really need too far forward into the feet, too far back. Find balance in the legs and the feet. The last few breaths here. And use your deepest breaths. Last 2 breaths here. Nice big inhale. Feel the back body swell up with air. Open the mouth and sigh out. One more inhale. And exhale. Gently opening the eyes. You can spider the fingertips in front of you. Remove the pillow. And just bend the knees. Sit down onto your bum. Wrap your arms around your knees. And just allow the head to drop in. Go ahead and lift the gaze, and we'll come into our next posture. So from here, we would normally come into a malasana squat, but I find that doing a malasana squat while it's that time of the month for me feels uncomfortable. But if you feel comfortable doing a regular malasana squat, go ahead and find your malasana. I'm just going to show you a reclined option. So grab your bolster and place it underneath your knees. Come and lay all the way down onto your back. So you're then going to scooch your bum. So you want your bum to be on the edge of the bolster and not completely on it. So the bolster is kind of acting as leverage to help draw your knees closer in towards your chest. So go ahead and bend your knees and draw your knees in towards your chest. So you have the option here to gently cup your knees with your hands and gently open the knees out wide like this. Or you can wrap your arms around your knees and interlace your fingers like this. Whichever one feels most comfortable for you. Nice deep breaths. Relaxing the back of the neck and the shoulders. Last few breaths here. Last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. So uncup the knees or uninterlace the fingers and just gently bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Just hang out here for a moment. And when you're ready, opening the eyes, just scooch the bolster away from you, roll to the side, and come to sit all the way back up. So up next, we'll be making our way into a forward fold, and we will be using the bolster. So I'll just shimmy myself this way so that you can see. You're going to bring your feet and open them nice and wide as they can go for you. Have your bolster handy in front of you. Take your left fingertips, spider them in front of you, your right fingertips behind you. Just pick yourself up and scoot yourself forward, and then do the same on the other side. So it's important that your legs are nice and relaxed, so you don't want to be engaging your kneecaps. Your kneecaps and your quads are nice and soft. What I like to do is I like to take my bolster and angle it and rest my forehead on it. That way I'm being fully supported by the bolster. Second option is to bring the bolster on its side, and you can come down like this. Let's go ahead and set yourself up. Closing the eyes. Nice deep breaths. Maybe you decide now to lower the bolster, moving a little bit deeper. Last few breaths here. Our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And gently exhale. Go ahead and lift the gaze. Push into the palms. Bring yourself all the way up. Just draw the knees and the legs closed. Wrap your arms around your knees and just let the forehead drop. Sway from side to side. Go ahead and open the eyes, lift the gaze, and we'll be coming into a twist using the bolster. So leave the bolster where it is and go ahead and come to lay on your back. On your back, push into your feet, pick up your hips and swing them to the left. Bring your hips back down to the mat. Draw your knees in towards your chest and drop your knees over to the right on top of the bolster. Cactus your left arm, gazing over your left shoulder. You can place your right hand on top of the left knee or not. It's up to you. Closing the eyes here. So I love doing twists, but I find sometimes when it's that time of the month, doing a twist feels a little bit too intense. So you get the best of both worlds with this pose. You can still do the twist and feel supported at the same time. Last few breaths here. Let's take our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Again, inhale. And gently exhale. Bring the gaze back towards the ceiling if it wasn't there already. Bring the knees off the off of the bolster and back to center. And we'll go ahead and just right away going into the other side. So bring the bolster onto the other side. Push into your feet, pick up your hips, swing your hips to the right this time. Draw your knees in towards your chest and drop your knees to the left. Cactusing that right arm, gazing over your right shoulder. Last few breaths here. Let's take our last two breaths. Nice big inhale. Open the mouth inside out. One more inhale. And exhale. Bring the gaze back towards the ceiling. Bringing the feet back to the floor. And just center yourself once again. Bring your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees knock in. You can place your hand on your belly. So the choice is yours. You can stay in constructive rest as we are for your Shavasana. You can extend your legs out wide the length of your mat. Or you can heel toe your feet in, bringing the soles of the feet to touch. Knees drop out wide for reclined butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana. If you need support for the knees, you could place your pillows underneath and bringing your hand to your belly. So always showing yourself a moment of gratitude for showing up to practice. Just know that it's okay to slow down. Not everything needs to be so intense all the time. And in fact, true wellness is not about the intensity, it's more about the consistency. So, you being here right now is all that matters. Feeling free to stay here for as long as you'd like. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I look forward to seeing you back here for another Yin Yoga class.